I told you that Dave never landed on US soil, that it was a hoax. And I have gotten the confirmation because in his community post, he claims that my first visit was to set up, prepare, and locate the places we will be traveling to. He went to the US to meal prep. What, did he get a ruler? What was he measuring? I have never heard such a nonsense. He went all the way to the US to set up and prepare. That sounds like meal prep to me. You went all that way to meal prep, Dave. Admit it, Dave. You never set foot on US soil. Stop joking around with your subs. Stop making them into fools, man. You never went to the US and you've got nothing to show for it, and this is just your way out to string them along for the next few months. No one travels all that way and doesn't take photographs at the various locations. No one travels all that way to locate and prepare anything. This isn't meal prep. You were just scouting? Give me a break. I think Dave is in the wrong genre. He should be doing stand-up comedy because I truly believe that he was hiding in his cupboard for 2 weeks. You go all that way. You don't take pictures of Survey. You don't take pictures of yourself outside the various residences. You claim to be friends with Ronnie and Cindy Watts. No picture of you with Ronnie and Cindy Watts at any kind of gathering, dinner, lunch. Yeah. You claim you went to Arkansas to go golfing. No pictures of that. I mean, are people really that gullible these days? Because I don't think I'm greatly intelligent, to be honest with you. I'm logical. That's what I am. I use logic, but I don't think that I'm of superior intelligence to anyone. How can anyone not realize that this was all a hoax? I mean, it's obvious that he never landed. It was a fugazi. His trip doesn't exist. He never landed on US soil. There is no evidence or documentation of anything. It was a hoax the whole time. And he was hiding in his cupboard. So this girl called Sarah Fan, who used to come to my channel and leave snarky comments, and I don't even know if I blocked her or whatever, but she used to come to my channel. She's not a fan of mine, but I actually agree with a lot of stuff that she's saying here, although I don't ever think that there was a cover-up. I don't believe that there's any cover-up in this case. And she wrote under Dave's post or video, close to what exactly? Don't get me wrong. I also think there is a massive cover-up, which I don't agree with. But I do agree with much of the rest of what she says. But how is an Australian man from the Gold Coast meant to solve this case? I've heard it all before with AD. He's getting close to the truth. He will solve this case. I don't think YouTubers are going to solve anything, to be honest. Also, Dave said TJ was going to be over there with him in the US, but she wasn't. Then he said he never said that. But he did say it. It's all doing my head in, and not one photo or video of his time there. Nah, something's missing. Well, even though I disagreed with Sarah Fan, like I said, she used to come to my channel on a lot of points, and I disagree with her that there's any cover-up. I do agree with a lot of what she said. AD and Dave, Justin doesn't do this, which I kind of, even though I don't agree with a lot of things that Justin says, I'm glad that he doesn't get into the territory of I'm trying to solve this case, because it's very, very misleading. And I'm not sure. I mean, at some point, common sense has got to kick in. I'm not even sure that either Dave or AD subs are looking for this case to be solved. I think they just like the idea of that it's going to be solved. But they're willing to be strung along because they just want to keep hearing that it's going to be solved because it sounds good to them. I'm not even sure if their fans are looking for truth anymore, because if they were looking for truth and they were looking for honesty, surely by now logic would kick in and you would say to yourself, hey, something ain't right here. How long are these two going to string people along with this idea that this case is going to be solved by one of them? There's nothing to solve. So even though, like I said, I'm not a fan of this lady or whoever it is behind the name, she used to come to my channel. A lot of what she said is true. This idea that this case is going to be solved by a YouTuber or an Australian from the Gold Coast is completely and utterly ridiculous. Madness.